All right, what's going on, everybody? All right, we're here for another weekly session where we come, bring your questions, you know what I'm saying, so you can get some answers and all that good stuff so you can get on the right track with your marketing. As you guys tune in, just go ahead and start putting your questions right down in the comments, all right? Start, putting your questions down there so we can get you some answers. We're here for 30 minutes, so we want to make the best of it. All right, so until you guys put down some questions, I'm going to go ahead and, talk about a topic that can help you guys, all right? Now, some of you are out there, you might be, and I've done this before too. You might be trying to, spend time on like getting the perfect wording for something. Like, for example, one of you guys asked me, said, hey, I want to come up with my one-liner, right? Now, basically a one-liner is something that people will tell you like, hey, it's like a quick sentence that kind of describes, what you're about, like what your business is about. And I get it. I get the idea. But I want to give you another way of thinking about this, right? I want you to start putting yourself in the other person's shoes, meaning your prospects. Put yourself in your prospects' shoes. And here's what I mean. Now, we're out there and we're marketing on Facebook, right? Okay, most of us are marketing on Facebook, right? Now, think about what type of journey do you take when you're checking someone out, right? When they friend request you, right? What do you go and look at, and what is most important to you? Okay, this is how you want to analyze things and rationalize things, so that way you can know, the avenue that you need to take. So let's talk about it. When someone friend requests you, okay, what do you look for? What do you look for? All right, put down in the comments. Let me know, what do you look for when someone sends you a friend request? All right. Now, one of the things that I'll look for is I'll look on their profile, right? I'll look on their profile, but it's not enough to just say the profile. Like, what are we actually looking for? What are we actually looking for in the profile? All right. Now we may look at their picture. I'm gonna be real. I don't really look at their picture. If someone friend requests me, I'll look at the little icon picture. I don't typically go to their profile and look at the big picture, right? So I'm not even gonna put that. Now, if you look at something else, put down in the comments, let me know. But I will read the bio. Okay, I'll read the bio. Okay, I'll read the bio. And then what I do is I then go directly and look at their posts. Okay, I'll go and look at their posts. Okay, these are the things I'm looking at. I'll go look at their profile. But when I'm saying profile is actually all of this, right? All of this is the profile. Okay, I'll read their bio to see whatever they said, right? And that's typically where your one-liner goes. But hear me. Okay, then I'll go and read their posts. Now, out of these things right here, what's going on, Sandra? You look at the picture. All right, what picture do you look at, Sandra? Do you look at the big profile banner, or are you looking at the little icon from when the little small picture, the little icon, or are you looking at the big profile banner? Be specific. Let me know what you look at, okay? Because this is gonna make a lot of sense to you guys when you see how I reason it out. So I need to know. You said you look at their post. When you say profile, now what I'm calling profile is all of this is our profile. So be specific if you mean something else, Sandra. Let me know. Now, now that you write down the things that you look at, right? Let's say you do look at the little icon. Let's say you look at the picture icon, right? Let's say you do, okay? Let's say you do look at the big banner, the big picture banner, okay? The pic banner, right? Let's say you look at that too. Okay, cool. So I think that will actually cover these things, right? All right, cool. So we're looking at the bio, the post, the pic icon, which is that small picture. We're looking at the banner. Now, here's what I want to know from you guys, okay? What is it that has the biggest impact on you? When you're quick, somebody sends you a friend request really quick, you go look at their profile, you're looking at their bio, their post, their picture icon, their picture banner. Tell me what has a bigger impact on you on whether or not you think this person should be your Facebook friend or not. Tell me what has the biggest impact for you, okay? Deborah says she looks at the bio, being in the basement friends, they're active. So you said see if they're active. So to see if they're active, what are you looking for specifically, Deborah, to see if they're active? I'm making a point here. I need you guys to pull out this information and give me the specifics. What are you looking for to see if they're active? Are you looking at Are you looking at their bio to see if they're active? Are you looking at their picture icon to see if they're active? What are you looking for? Okay? What are you looking for? And you said you look at to see what they're promoting. Okay? What's telling you what they're promoting? Tell me specifically what you're looking for more often than not when someone friend requests you before you decide to let them be a friend. Be specific. All right. Sandra says both, especially depending on what they have on the cover photo. If it's a lifestyle photo or photos, it will tell me something about them. Okay, so Sandra says she looks at the cover photo, which is what I'm calling a banner. I guess I could have called it a cover photo, but the word kind of escaped me. Okay, all right. So cover photo. Okay, cover photo, and she says she's looking at the pic icon as well. She says she's looking to see if the person got some lifestyle pics. Okay. Let's see what else we got. And Simon says their posts tell me a lot about them. Okay, now here's my question. Which one has the most weight? I'm not sure if that was the question that you were answering, Sandra, but let me know. Which one has the most weight for you? Which one has the most weight for you on whether or not you think this person would be, someone that you would want on your friends list? Okay, for different reasons. Okay, there people have people in friends list for different reasons. Okay, so tell me which one has more weight with you. All right, so whichever one it is, right? You say if its bio has more weight with you, like let's say everything else is looking copacetic, right? And then their bio is something, that is like generic or something, it's like I help entrepreneurs, something really generic. Like, will you be like, you know what? Now I don't want to be that person's friend, even though everything else was pretty good, but they said I help entrepreneurs, so I want to be their friend because I like the bio. So if the bio is that much weight for you, let me know that that's the most weight. How about the post? If let's say if everything else is looking copacetic, the bio you understood it. Let's say the picture icon you was okay with it. Let's say the cover photo you was okay with it. But let's say the post. Let's say they're posting about whatever it is you don't like to hear about. Now for me, the things I don't like to see on my Facebook wall is a lot of posts about politics, religion, sexuality, all of those things that have people just bringing out the ugliest thing in them, right? In my opinion, I'm telling you what I don't want to see, okay? Because I've seen it bring out the ugliest in people. So, so what if their bio is cool to you, the icon is cool to you, the cover photo is cool to you, but their posts, if their posts are things that you don't want to see, you're like, man, you know what? The bio was cool, the pic icon was cool, cover photo was cool, but I don't like what they posted. So if post is the most important to you, then put post down. This is what I want to know. And you go through each one of these. If the pic icon has more weight to you, then say pic icon. If the cover photo has more weight to you, then put that, and only choose one. Only choose one. So if something's on the borderline, choose one. Right? I want to know which one is most important to you. Okay? Let's see what we got. What's going on, Mr. Bonzano? All right. Let's see what they have. Their posts are like about initially the pic, because if they're displaying some hate speech pic, it's a no. Then their posts and what they share. Okay, what they share will be on their post. So Sandra said, well, most important to her is the pic first. Okay, so I guess that's cover photo. Is it cover photo? I guess it's maybe a little bit of both. Because I guess on a pic icon they can have hate speech. It's kind of small, but I guess. So for Sandra, she said the first thing is a cover photo, okay, or a pic, okay, one of the pictures, and then the next thing is her post, is what's most important to her, because first she's going to look at the cover photo before she scrolls down to see the post, which makes sense. That's cool. All right. James said post. All right. So for James, the number one thing was post. Okay. James more concerned with what they post. Okay. Deborah, what you got? Active posting value with the audience. I look for things in common with them so I will know how to communicate with them. So post. So am I correct on your answer is post, Deborah? Okay, that's what it sounds like. Your answer is post. Okay, so Deborah said her most important is post. Okay, for me, my most important is post for me. Okay, now this is what I'm getting at. I want y'all to pay attention for a minute. Okay, and I told you guys, I've told you over and over again that the stuff that I teach is not sparkly, because I found out that you don't need to be sparkly to make money. It's just what some people want you to think, so you'll keep buying more shit. Just being real with you, right? Some people are not going to be real with you because they want you to buy more shit because they ain't got nothing else of value other than you buying more shit, right? You know what I mean? But yeah, I want y'all to buy shit. Y'all buy stuff, right? But I want you also to win. So when I say I'm spilling the tea, I'm letting you guys know what I found out. Okay, things that I've learned that people didn't come out their mouths and tell me, right? So hear me out. So now for Sandra, hers was most important was cover photo, but for everybody else, it was the post. Here's what I'm getting at. Now, Deborah asked me, Deborah said, hey, I'm working on my one-liner. And look, I'm not singling you out, Deborah. When we were in MLSP, like I think it was, well, it had to be last year. I've only been in there a little over a year, but they were teaching us about one-liners. And we were all asking the same thing, Deborah. Every last one of us on the team. We was like, is this one good? Is this one good? It might have been in a workshop. It might have been in a yeah, I think it was in the workshop. They was teaching us about one-liners. And we were supposed to make up our one-liner. And we was on the Zoom. Yep, it was a workshop. We was on the Zoom. And so we was telling our examples. And I'm like, and we was all like, okay, I'm next, you know? And it's like, my one-liner is, right? And they're like, nah, that's too long. You know, somebody else is like, my one-liner is this. They're like, yeah, that's pretty good. Somebody else is like, my one-liner is, right? You know, my point is we was all excited about coming up with our one-liners, right? So I'm not singling you out, right? I wanted to do this training to make a point, to show you guys something that I had to learn. And when I said I was doing that on the thing, that means I didn't know it last year neither. Feel me now? I didn't know it last year neither, right? So while we're up there, here's my point. While we're up there worried about things like our one-liner that we put in our bio, because that's where they told us to put it, right? I think that's where everybody puts it on Facebook, our one-liner in our bio, right? While we're worried about that, you know who we serving when we worried about that? The same way we just reasoned out what's most important to us, right? As the people who are accepting them, thinking about it. You're now in the other person's shoes. When we friend request them, they are us now. They're the ones going to the profile. They're the ones going to whichever one of these first, because your audience is going to be like you. Okay? So most of them are going to be like you. So if you care about the cover photo first, then post, it's a good chance that your ideal audience is going to care about the cover photo and post, right? In same way, if we care about the post primarily and then cover photo, our audience typically is going to be similar to us. We're going to attract similar people, right? So they're going to care about that. So while we're caring about the bio, right, while we're caring about having the perfect one-liner, I'm not saying leave it blank, but we're worrying about the perfect one-liner. Look at what other people are caring about, because we are the other people. Look at what we care about. We care about the cover photo is not offensive. Look, Sandra didn't even say, check it out now. Sandra didn't even say if the cover photo is professional. She said if the picture is not offensive. Did y'all just catch that? If it's not offensive, that means that while we're worrying about if we have a $200 cover photo, Jamie, we just said what we care about. That is not offensive. It don't got to be $200 and not be offensive. But hold on, let me get to my point. The main thing that we agreed upon that we cared about is a post. So here's my point. While we worried about having the perfect bio or even the perfect pic icon, just we know the basics, don't put a doggy in there. You know what I mean? Like, that's not hard to do. You don't have to pay for that, right? You don't even have to pay for a cover photo. You know what I'm saying? You literally can create your own. But what should we be worrying about? And this is just based on the fact of what we're worrying about, y'all. Posts. Posts. Everybody here cared about the post. We care about if they're putting out some valuable content, that we care about, right? Because they may be putting out content, for example, they may be putting out content. I'm gonna use myself, for example, okay? Because you guys see me going through a transition. I have added on another income stream, right? So, and I have to switch up some of the people on my profile, right? Well, I ain't gonna say I have to, because my goal is actually not to by the end of the year, not to need to rely on affiliate commissions, just being honest. But let's just say, for the sake of this conversation, if I wanted to just start on my profile posting just about trading ideas and Forex education, right? And if I wanted to go hard with that, I would need to switch up, right, some of the people on the profile, right? Some of the people on my friends list, I mean. Why? Because they're going to be looking at the same stuff I'm looking at. So if I'm posting things that they care about, they're more likely to stick around. They're more likely to get warmed up to me, right? They're more likely to come and talk to me, and we have a conversation and, you know, maybe do some business together. Post. So this is where you put your energy. Once you get the basics, it don't got to be perfect, right? Once you get the basic bio, put something up there, right? But what's going to tell this person more about what you're about? That quick 2-sentence one-liner, Jammy, right? That quick cover photo that you can only put but so many words, or else it's going to look really jumbled, because a lot of us use our phone and it'll look really jumbled on our phone, right? So we don't see everything anyway. A lot of people don't even mobile optimize their cover photo, so half the words be cut off anyway. Okay, feel me now? But what can we see all of, and what did we just say we cared about? The post, because we cared about whether they being active. The only way you're going to know they being active is are they posting on a consistent basis, you know, whatever you call consistent. That's a post. Is it the content, whether we like what they talking about or not? Or are they always putting up something damn sarcastic or something? And we're like, yo, like, I may want to be this person's friend because they're always sarcastic, you know? Or if they're always putting up good morning posts, but they never say nothing else. Like every morning is good morning. And that's it. Whatever floats your boat, right? But my point is, start looking at things from the other end. Because see what happens, here's what happens, guys. When you start doing just what I'm telling you, right? Just what I'm suggesting to you. Okay? I want y'all to follow me here, man. Like what I'm teaching is logical. It's actually logical, but we don't think about it because we still think everything's shiny. We still be looking for that shiny ball, right? We be looking for that magic. It must be some magic. Gotta be. Seeing as how other people making sales and I'm not making sales, so it must be some magic. No. Some people ain't making no sales, they just lying. But it don't even matter, right? It don't even matter what they making. You can't spend their money, right? But here's the deal. When you start focusing, when you start asking yourself, you know how they say, like, what would Jesus do, right? You know what I mean? Well, what if you say, what would my customer do? You know what I'm saying? Or what would my prospect do? You know what I'm saying? So when you start focusing on putting yourself in the prospect's shoes, when the prospect, right? The prospect becomes you and you become the prospect, right? When you become one with that, then you're gonna hold on, it's a pop up on my screen and it's bugging me. Then you're gonna start looking at it from the standpoint of how they would feel. And when you start putting yourself in their shoes to see how would they feel about XYZ, right? Then it's going to be mad simple for you to go ahead and fulfill the desires of your ideal audience. It's going to be mad simple. You know how we'll get up there on a live and we'll be like, yeah, I want to help beginner entrepreneurs or beginner online marketers because I know how difficult it was when I started. I didn't have any help. I didn't know what to do. So I don't want people to have to go through what I go through, right? This is what we say. So we'll say that out of our mouths, right? And at that point, we are putting ourselves in the prospect shoes, right? We felt that pain. But then what do we turn around and do? I want y'all to pay attention. What do we turn around and do? We just said that out our mouth, but then we turn around and do stuff that's self-serving. That is not even helping them. But we just said we wanted to help them because we felt it. But what do? We make posts about good morning every day, and that's all we say. Bruh, like, think about this. If you want to help those people who you say you felt like them before, maybe you still feel like them, you know what I mean? Like you trying to figure this out and you would love some help or whatever, right? You know what I mean? Are they being helped with just that? That's not actually helping them get no leads or whatever their problem is, right? I mean, unless you're a self-development coach, so well, they need more than good morning any damn, but let's just be real, right? But now, think about what you needed. You might have been like, you know what, man, if I could just, I'm just trying to figure out how to get some leads. I don't know how to, you know, some people, their problem is getting leads. Think about what your problem was. Your problem might have was getting leads. Your problem might have was choosing an opportunity, choosing the op, right? Your problem might have been shiny ball syndrome, you know, having too many ops, right? Shiny ball, right? You know what I mean? Your problem might have been on time management. Maybe it was like, you know, you was busy. You was a busy mom or something, or busy dad, right? And you have a job and everything. So it was time factor was your problem, right? For example, right? Maybe that's what it was. You know, maybe you had problems with your upline. Maybe you're in an MLM and you have problems with your upline, you know, before, and you're like, man, I didn't know how to deal with that. My upline issues. Now that I'm in an MLM, I see that people actually have those issues. I didn't understand it before, but I do now. Right? And upline issues. Okay? Right? So then why are we not talking about this stuff? Why are we not talking about the stuff that you wish somebody would have talked about while you was trying to figure some stuff out? The same stuff that you're trying to figure out, you now have access to a lot of it. I'm not saying you got all the answers, but you got access to a lot of the answers now. Why you ain't taking that information and go sharing with the audience? Why? Think. Why? You know how to get leads. Why don't you share a tip on that? You do know how, right? You do. Whether you get leads or not, you do know how, right? You can sit down and think about what's the best way to choose an opportunity. Come up with your opinion. Opinions are like buttholes, and everybody got one. You might as well give us yours, right? These are problems that people have. Think about the problems that you have, right? These are topics, right? Shiny ball syndrome, right? How did you get over it? Because we all had it at some point, most likely, right? How did you get over? How did you deal with it? You know, James, how do you deal with the time factor? James, you got a whole family and a whole career, everything, and you're still building a business. How do you deal with the time factor, bro? How do you, as a dad, you don't have to be a single dad, right? But you as a dad, how do you deal with it? Because you know what? You showing other dads how to deal with this is going to hit them more than just some good morning posts. And I'm not saying that's all you post or whatever, but my point is that's going to hit them more because now they care. Because this is what you went through, bro. You know what I'm saying? The same thing, okay? Deborah, you may have a problem with, I'm not going to say with these right here. You know what? As a matter of fact, I don't know if it was shiny ball syndrome or whatever, but you did say that you wanted to focus on one thing before you move to the next. So you were dealing with focus. You were dealing with focus, Deborah. You were dealing with focus, right? Why not talk about that? Why not talk about that? Focus. And I'm not just talking about on a post like verbal, right? To me, a post is, you know, well, ain't no to me. A post is anything you put on Facebook because they call it a Facebook post, right? That's literally the term. So I'm not just talking about the writing. I'm not just talking about images. I'm also talking about audio and video. Yeah, I did show y'all how to do audio on Facebook. I did show y'all that, right? But I'm also talking about video. Mix it up, but still talk about it multiple times. I don't care if you talked about focus on Monday, talk about it again on Tuesday and Wednesday. I mean, if that's what you want to talk about, my point is talk about it over and over and over and over and over. Why? Because people need repetition. We all need repetition before it finally clicks. This is why when I get up here and I'm talking to you guys, right? Even when I'm doing my Facebook lives, right, on my YouTube, the concept of what I'm talking about is the same. Because if you guys, if anyone's going to learn, it's going to be the repetition that helps them. And because not everybody sees your stuff the first time, that's the other thing, right? All we had to do was just think for a minute. Just think for a minute, right? Then, so now you understand right? When you flip it and you start putting your shoes on them and put their shoes on you, right? Think about what your issues were or are, right? And you start filling the gaps for their pain. Now you dig deeper. I'm going to show you how to dig deeper. I'm going to show you how to dig deeper. Show you how to dig deeper. And Tina did this very well. Tina and 𝗲𝗃 did one too. This how, and I use Tina as an example. And we got to send out prayers for Tina. Her family's not feeling so well right now. Okay, so everybody send out some prayers. If you pray, I'm not trying to, force religion on anybody, but whatever, send positive vibes, okay? Send positive vibes. So check this out. She went a step further, right? Tina was trying to figure out other ways to market other than on Facebook, because the same training that we all use in MLSP can be applied on any platform. Tina understands that, right? But she just wanted a different platform. She wanted to check out another platform different from Facebook. So she was in a situation where she needed a change. She needed a change, right? She needed a change of scenery. Change of scenery. That's the delta sign means change. Change of scenery, right? She needed a change of scenery. So guess what? I bet you it's other people who feel they need a change of scenery. So she went and started learning TikTok, right? So now the basic thing to do, which is what I just said, the basic thing would be to create content. So surrounded by people giving them some tips on TikTok, tips about TikTok, for example, right? That would be the basic thing. But how do you take it a step further? What she did have a challenge to actually show these people how to do something on TikTok, right? And you say, well, how does that, how does that relate to me? Well, 𝗲𝗃 had a challenge, right? Because 𝗲𝗃 wanted to show people how to get leads from Facebook, right? Because remember, leads is one of the problems his audience faces, right? He had a challenge to show people how to get leads. For example, he took it a step further. Right? You see what I'm saying? So like Deborah, you're saying you're doing skincare and you want to help people build their business who have a skincare business. At least that's the way I understand what you were saying. If I'm wrong, say it's, let me know. But the point of the matter is, okay, we got the content part, right? You got the content part. Now, what can we do to take it a step further past content? How about this? How about you can call it a challenge. You can have a challenge, your study group, you can call it whatever you want, right? But what about you going there and give them people 3 days worth of tips, 3 days of tips, so of how they can get leads for their skincare business, leads for skincare, right? Leads for skincare. You know what they need to get leads? They need a capture page too. Why they need a capture page? So that they can get some emails, because people don't buy them the first time. Most likely they don't, right? So they need a capture page, right? They need a lead magnet, right? They need some email swipes, right? To follow up. They need some email swipes, right? They need an example of some posts to put, right? They need post examples that are giving content. Posts that if you sit down, you already know how to do it, but people ain't sitting down taking time with this stuff. It ain't hard. You sit down, take time with stuff, and create content, right? So they need post ideas, right? They need these things. So right now you have a challenge, right? That you bring people to a group and you show those people, you have a challenge. You bring the people who are building their business with skincare, since that's people you want to serve, right? You show them some content, right? You show them how they can create the content ideas, how they can get email swipe ideas, post ideas, lead magnet, capture page, the same things that you need to run your business, right? The same things, the issues that you had, right, of getting leads. Show them a strategy to get leads. Show them how to get these things right here. Come on, man. Come on, y'all. And don't tell me that you don't know a strategy to get leads. If you don't, go back to MLSP, the getting started steps 1 through 10. They literally have you take a lead magnet, right? Reword it, post it, call to action, to talk to people, right? Talk to people to get them your link to the free thing. This is what they did in the first 10 steps. And you say, well, yeah, well, those, now I know what you're about to say. I'm about to go ahead and crush that though. This is what you about to say. You about to say, well, yeah, D, they did that, but their lead magnets was showing people how to market. This might be what you about to say. Their lead magnets was showing people how to market. Right? That's what you about to say, right? Let me go on and crush that. Let me go on and crush that for you. Because you like that lead magnet showing people how to market, but I want to show people how to market for skincare. All right. Now, I don't know if they made a lead magnet for skincare or not, but guess what? Them jokers in the group, them finale boys, them boys, I put up, I said, man, I went to one of their trainings. I said, man, I was showing enough love a Forex lead magnet, right? Because I was drawing a blank, right? I literally searched, though. I used a technique that I learned from Russell Brunson in 1 Funnel Away Challenge called offer hacking. And I was searching for an idea. I just didn't find it. And I was like, well, shit, let me just ask them. Maybe they could help me think, right? So I asked them, and they pretty much was like, if you come up with an idea, run it by us. You know what I mean? So they didn't have an idea at the time. But I lied to you not. Inside of 7 days, them boys found a lead magnet, put it together, made a page. Now we got a Forex lead magnet. All I did was ask, yo. All I did was ask. So my point is, don't even come talking about we ain't got no skincare lead magnet. Ask. Post in the group, say, I'm in skincare. I need a lead magnet. Right? Ask. Period. Right? So now you got your lead magnet. So guess what you do? You tell your people to do the same dang on thing. They take the lead magnet, right? They reword it, right? They post it in some relevant groups, right? Now, ain't a person on here don't know how to find relevant groups for skincare. If y'all don't go and just search skincare on Facebook, for goodness sake. Feel me? Feel me? Cut it out now. It ain't nothing but putting in some legwork. Post in relevant groups, right? Call to action, right? Then the person come to your messenger, or if you're going to put the link out there, whatever you guys decide to do. Okay? Sandra put a link out there and got to sign up. I done put a link out there before too. So whatever you decide to do, whether you're going to put the link in some or other ones, get people to come to you, right? I definitely don't recommend putting the link all the time, but whatever. Okay? If it ain't working for you, then you need to have the people come and talk to you. Period. Okay? But call to action. Talk to the people. Okay? Then you give them the link to your lead magnet if that's the solution to their problem. Give them the link. This is the same thing they taught in the Get Started, yo. Ain't nothing changed but the lead magnet. And you ain't even got to create the lead magnet if you go in there and ask them finale boys to make a post. Please. I'm in skincare. I done tried looking. I'm drawing a blank. Can somebody, Brian, finale boys, can y'all help me make a lead magnet? Or y'all making all these lead magnets, y'all lead magnet happy? Can you make me one for this? Because that's literally what I did. Could I have made a lead magnet if I'd have thought long enough? I sure enough could. Sure enough could. I know how to use their frontalizer. But I said, shoot, they was in a lead magnet, frenzy. They was making it up. Boo, boo, boo. So let me throw mine in the pot. Beep. Threw it in the pot, and a week later, and I got it, and everybody was happy. Folk was like, oh, shoot, we needed that. Nobody didn't ask. So my point is, right, why you couldn't take people through that same 10-step process inside of a group for the people that you want to serve, Deborah? The answer is you can, right? All you did was take it a step further. Take it a step further. And then what do you do after that? Because this might be, y'all might be lost on that. What do you do after you take it a step further? All right? So you got, that you are putting yourself in their shoes, seeing their problems. You got their problems, okay? All right? Now you're starting to serve their problems. Serve them, not you, right? With solutions to their problems, right? Then you have, and this is just an example of a challenge. Okay, that's an example. That doesn't mean you have to always do a challenge. I'm just saying, whatever it is, whatever the thing is you put here. Okay, don't have to be a challenge, it can be a focus group, it can be anything you desire. But that's why I put it in little brackets here. So the challenge, right? Then you have, results, whatever the results are. It literally, Tina helped one person get massive results, and I think Adon said he helped one person get massive results. What do you do after that? Tell me, anybody, put down in the comments, what do you do after this? Put down in the comments. Please get this right. Please put down in the comments. Put down in the comments, what do you do after this? Put down in the comments. I'm waiting. I know we got a delay. Put down in the comments. Let me know, what do we do after that? Oh my jeepers, Sandra. You know what? Sandra, send me your Cash App, man. You send me your Cash App link, man. Send it to my messenger, man. Send me your Cash App. And I still haven't figured out how to give an Amazon gift card, so I'm gonna just have to tell Tina to send me her Cash App too. I do declare, man, I'm not techie. It's okay. We ain't gotta be techie to make money. But anyway, what was the answer? Repeat. Repeat. So then my question would be, for those who have done the challenge or whatever the thing is here, how many of you did another one? You did one. I only got one person. And I'm not saying any of you guys said it, because I didn't hear Tina say that, and I didn't hear Adon say that. So I'm not saying that you guys said it, but this is what people will be thinking. I only got one person. Repeat. How many times can you do whatever this thing is that you did, whether it's a challenge, focus group, whether you created a course and gave it away for free? Yeah, see how you can put anything in there? See that? See what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, don't tell me that you can't create a course. Don't tell me that. Sandra created a course. See? See there? See there? Sandra created a course. Don't tell me you can't create no course. Sandra created one, and she got leads off of it too. All right, so whatever you want to put there, repeat. Repeat until you decide that you want to put something else there. Keep repeating, because this is why. It is not just to do something just to do it. This is why you want to repeat. Because what I just laid out for you, even though it's not sparkly at all, y'all see me do it all the time, bro. I do it all the time. All the time I do it. But see, y'all don't notice it because it's not sparkly and flashy. It just happens. A gentleman today signed up to get, my coaching in here for Easy One Up, right? To get in the group. Y'all know I charge to get in the group. If you're not on my Team Easy One Up video, what it is, right? I charge 275 beans to get up in here, right? He said, I saw you in the Easy One Up group. I literally have given you guys that strategy multiple times. It is not flashy. All I've been doing, and I don't even do it every day. All I've been doing, I'll make a valuable piece of content, put it on my wall, put it in a couple of other groups, and put it in the Easy One Up group. And I'll just tailor the words to make sure I'm giving, credit to the group. I don't put some stuff that they're going to be like I'm trying to sell something in that group. If I'm saying, hey guys, if y'all want to know how to get more leads, let me show y'all. I'll say, hey guys, y'all want to know how to get more leads for Easy One Up? Then I'll put that same post in another group. I'll be like, hey guys, y'all want to know how to get more leads for PWA? Hey guys, y'all want to know how to get more leads for MLSP? All I do is tailor it. It'll be the same post. So why does it work? I told y'all. Because it ain't flashy, right? But that's not why it works. That's not why it works. Why it works is because ain't nobody else doing it. That's really why it works. I'm going to be honest with you. Straight up. Because everybody trying to do the basic, and that's why the majority of people, when they say 97%, 95% failure rate, that's why. Because 97, 95% of people trying to do basic, they trying to post a good morning post and ride out. They worried about, they putting too much emphasis on the things that their prospects don't care about. They're putting too much emphasis on the one-liner instead of putting what you got. Put what you got and focus on the stuff that you would focus on if you were looking at someone's profile. And we just identified that. See what I'm saying? I went through that before I gave y'all the reason why, so that y'all will give me honest answers. See what I'm saying? See how I did that though? Right? Simple. How many of y'all, right? And some of you can, and some of you may not, or whatever, but it depends on how you build it. Y'all may be trying to build in such a way, right, that maybe you're in network marketing, especially if you sell. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're trying to sell a training product, yeah, it is very highly effective if you have some type of support channel, whether it be a Facebook group, Telegram, something, right? Because they're trying to learn something. They're not just buying you know, I don't know. They're not just buying they're not buying some drink from TLC, right? Even though that would be good to have a support group too. But my point is, right? Look at what you're selling, right? And when you offering more than what other people are offering, it's not hard to do that. Not hard to do that at all, because most people are trying to be average, right? Then boom, you step it up. Like y'all literally can, if you say, hey, if you join me in MLSP or Easy One Up or whatever it is you're selling, it don't even matter. You join me, you see I'm giving this value here to help you with the thingamabobby, but you'll also have access to my once a week coaching. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you don't have once a week, 30 minutes to an hour, right, to take out just once a week, I don't care if it's on a Sunday, whatever day you can. If you don't have that, but yet you want all these people to come buy your stuff, I'm going to need you to rethink what you're doing right now, bro. I'm going to need you to rethink what you're doing right now. Because ain't none of us talking about no paid ads. We ain't even there yet. We ain't even there yet, right? And even with paid ads, do you know why some of the people who have been in MLSP a lot longer, you know, who are like doing like paid ads or whatever, they people come and they quit real quick because there is no bonding going on. Yeah, you got these signups and then they quit. So now you still back to making the same money I'm making, and you've been doing it like 4 years looking so. You know what I mean? Like, think about that for a minute. Think about that for a minute, right? So think about what you're selling and what you can offer, right? But people got to see you doing it though. You can't be like, yeah, you join me, you get this, and they don't see you doing nothing else but talking about some good morning posts. Like, that's not how you fast track this, y'all. That's not how you don't be one of them stories talking about hot damn, it took you 20 years, you know, to make some money. And the first 18 you failed. Do you? I mean, I don't know nothing about that life. I don't want that life, right? And I don't think you want that life either. So I'm literally showing you guys. I show you by example first off. Like, I want you guys to pay attention to not just what I say, but what I do and how I do it. Why do I show up here every week? Why do I show up here every week? I'm gonna need y'all to understand business for a minute before we jump off the head. I need y'all to understand business. Why do I show up every week? Once a week, and my time is 30 minutes. Sometimes I go over, but my time is 30 minutes, right? So if I happen to be tired today, 30 minutes, I'm out, right? But why do I show up every week? Because this is what happens. First of all, people who come in, they come needing something, right? Whether they join me or something, or they came because they joined somebody else and they need some extra help, whatever. They come needing something, right? So I'm providing that. More service you provide, the more money you make, right? I'm providing that service. Then what happens when they come in? I want y'all to pay attention, man. I'm about to give y'all a whole business lesson real quick, and it's not fancy, but it works, and I got the receipts to prove it. Then what happens? I give you guys tips on how I'm doing it, right? And the things that I'm using to do it with, right? Which are tools that I'm using to do it with. I show you my marketing tool, right? I show you my marketing tool, you know, whatever tool it is, it doesn't even matter. I show you guys the tools that I'm using. Not everybody gets it, but so everybody ain't gonna look. You keep doing it the way that some people are doing it, you ain't gonna never see none of these, right? I don't care if everybody doesn't get it. It's not even a good fit for everybody, honestly, right? So you come in the group, get this, right? Then what happens? I'm gonna tell you. I'm giving you the business drop. I'm gonna tell you what happens. Y'all like, damn, you know, D is consistent. Y'all don't tell me this, right? But I know y'all feel it. Why? Because I was on the other end. I was on the other end when I was following people, and the ones who were showing up. I'm gonna give you an example. I'm not gonna talk in theoretics. I'm gonna tell y'all a straight up example, yo. Where it was like August or September. It might have been September of 2018. I didn't start making money until it was like June 29th. I joined Easy One Up June 29th. So it was like July something, right? Like very beginning of July. I made a $500 sale, right? All right. So I still was trying to figure it out. I had known that lady since I got online, right? You know what I mean? So I was like, so she trusted me by that point. So all right, cool. I was psyched. So I still was trying to figure stuff out. So I'm joining people groups to get training. A couple months later, I came across, at the time, Ontarian was doing training. I don't think he does free training anymore. Pretty much he had stopped, but he was doing training at that time. And the funnel was out. Funnel X ROI was out. So he was doing free training, right? So a friend of mine was actually in his free training. I said, well, man, how I could get in? And she was like, well, if you get one of the products. I was like, so what if I buy the product from you, right? Will it count since you bought it from him? And I said, ask him, right? And so she asked, and he was like, yeah, that's cool. So I got in his training group, right? He was showing up once a week. He was doing it on Sunday. Maybe it was because he was had a family. I don't care. He was doing it every Sunday, once a Sunday. And it was, I promise y'all, it was nothing sparkly. He was telling us at the time, this is the part that I remember, he was telling us to go into the Facebook groups, and it was Easy One Up, and I don't think, I'm trying to think if Ad Boost was out there, but I know it was Easy One Up for sure. He was telling us to go, he was basically saying to go into Facebook groups and talk to people and help people. That's basically what he was saying in a nutshell, right? Nothing fancy, bro. I promise you. Every week we show up to training. He would say a different variation of the same thing. The same people would show up. He was doing an interview with me, seemed like every damn other week, because I was making sales and everything. He'll pull me on an interview. He'll put it on his YouTube channel. So I was, I was getting some, notoriety because I was on his channel. People would start seeing me, right? And the reason why he was doing that, because I was actually taking action and making sales, and also to grow his brand as well, right? But here's my point. He was showing up every week, right? So I didn't join him at Easy One Up, right? I had joined him in the funnel. It was like Now Lifestyle I bought from him, right? I had asked him a couple questions about that. Then people were switching over to, it was something for like $500. They wasn't really switching. They was adding it on. You know how we do. We buy stuff. And I had just made some money. You know what I mean? So it was something for like $500. It was, I forgot the name of it. I didn't use the damn thing. But it was $500, right? He did a live, because at the time he was doing lives a lot. He was doing Facebook lives a lot. And he would do like a kind of partial training, more selling. But, I was already coming to his free training, so I'm right there. So he mentioned it. He didn't mention the name. He said, yeah, guys. And you know how he does with his glasses? He moves his glasses up and down. Yeah, guys. So I'm actually working on setting up another program, and I'll be telling you guys about that, more next week. I'll be telling you guys about it because it's going to be really good. And he went on about his conversation. What did I do? He didn't say the name. He didn't even have his stuff set up. I went to his inbox. I'm telling man, what's up, man? You holding out? What you got? What you got? What you got? He said, hey, sister. If y'all ever talk to him, that's how I talk. Hey, sister. So I asked him a couple questions about the jamming. He said, well, let me set up my link and I'll send it to you, because he wasn't pitching it then. All he was doing was saying it. But this is how it worked. Because he had been showing up every week, right? Every week. I joined him here, which is a residual product. And I went to him and basically gave him money. Because I went to him to buy the thing. Somebody else on that live had mentioned that they had something. I went to him. He didn't say, y'all come to me and ask me. I went to this dude with money in hand. And all he was doing was showing up once a week. So what's the point? Why do I show up? Why do I show up each week? Why do I show up each week? More service you provide, more money you get. More service you provide, more money you get. More service you provide, more money you get. What are most people doing in our space? Not showing up. So all it takes me is an additional 30 minutes to an hour a week to beat 97% of the people. That's it. That's all it takes me. Additional 30 minutes to an hour a week to beat the 97% of the people. Because they don't bother to show up. They don't bother to take the next step. I want y'all to ask yourselves, the ones who, you know, do want more income, and y'all in that space where you're selling things or recruiting or whatever, I want you to ask yourselves, do you have an additional 30 minutes to an hour a week? I want y'all to just ask yourselves that, right? And I want you to think, if you were in another person's shoes, if someone said to you, hey, Sandra, I want you to, you know, hey, I see you need some more engagement. You want to join, you know, as him, you know, but check this out, man. When you do join, I have a side chat. That way, as you're going through the training and everything, if you have any questions, we got this side little chat situation to where we help each other out. This is our private exclusive chat where we help each other out with questions, you know, throughout the day, throughout the week or whatever. So when you do join, you're going to get that, you know, because I know this program or whatever. I'm winning with this program, and I can help you with some tips so that you can, you know, be on the fast track too. 30 minutes to an hour a week, bro. You will get more money. Why? Because most people ain't doing it. I told y'all it wasn't fancy, man. I told y'all, man. I don't even be lying, man. Like, it ain't fancy, yo. All right. Is that making sense to you guys? Put down in the comments. Let me know. Is that making sense? Put down in the comments and actually write it out and say makes sense if it makes sense to you. Put down in the comments. Let me know if that's making sense to you. Put make sense if it's making sense to you. And let me see if I missed any thing. James said, if want to friend someone, I comment on a few of their posts and then send a friend request with a message about one of their posts. They react pretty quick on that method. Yes, they do, James. Yes, they do. Because I actually react pretty quick because this is the psychology. This is the psychology. When somebody react, now I'll tell you this though, James. Please don't do this, James. I done had a good amount of people do this, bruh. They comment on like freaking 20 in a row, heart and liking in a row, and then come say, hey, Divine, how's it going? Like your post. I'm gonna be real with you. I guess because I already know how people come with their pitch and jamming. Like if you comment on that many in a row, I'm like, you might be a stalker, and then you come and talk about some, hey, Divine, how's it going? Like you literally just comment on all the posts. So I'm probably creating some more posts because you just literally comment on like 1,200 of them. Please don't do that, man. That's stuff. Don't do that many. That hopefully not that many. Right? Let's see what we got, guys. But yes, that works. So if a person comment, like, for as a matter of fact, James, the fella that signed up, he was, I could tell he was going down my biz page. And he was liking the stuff, watching the videos, everything. So when he hit me up because he needed some help, though. He didn't come pitching. So, you know, but yeah, we like that. That is perfect. And see, here's the thing, James. Is that shiny? Is that like miraculous, James? But see, even you said yourself it's highly effective. But is it shiny, James? Like, is it something that people are going to like drop their jaw and like, oh my gosh, I never heard of that. But it's effective, James. That's all I'm saying. So, James, that's something you could share with your people when you take it a step further. You could literally create a lead magnet, right? Check this out, James. Check me out, bro. Like, check me out, man. I'm dead serious. You could literally create a capture page, right? That says, hey, I'm going to give you my top secret of how, you know, when people come, however you want to word it, but basically something like, you know how you inbox people, they already think you're about to pitch them and they already have their guard up. I'm going to give you my top secret way to instantly have them have their guard down when you come in into their inbox instantly. And what you do, you just do a little video on screen share showing. So, all right, guys, this is what you do. You go and comment on the post, the repost, and tell them don't do like 20 and be stalkerish. Comment on 3 posts or 2 posts, however many you found to be effective, right? Then go say whatever you found to be effective. Step 1, step 2, step 3, whatever it is, right? So then when they opt into this lead magnet, right, to this capture page you made, right, you got your autoresponder hooked up to it, right? And then you send them the link to the video and email. You don't even need to have a second page. Well, you have a second page to say check your email, but I'm saying you don't even have to put that video on the second page. Bruh, I just gave it to you, man. Just gave it to you. You just dropped the sauce to them. Because I guarantee, James, I guarantee 97% of the people don't know what to do what you just said. Period, point blank. Even though it's highly effective. Deborah says makes damn sense. Sen says makes sense. James says makes sense. I always said the real people making the money are the only ones doing what you are doing by giving a free training. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. All right. I just want to make sure I didn't put in where the person can talk back to me, but most just be a heart and go on. Well, you know, Deborah, you know, a lot of us using that tool. So, you know, it's all good if they put the heart and go on. It's okay. You know what I mean? Me personally, what I do, and you guys can test it for yourselves, you know, what I do is I respond to the ones that I know are genuine comments. Because unless you got time to respond to all of them, but I'm just not taking time to respond to all of them. That's me personally. But also I'm working on other stuff. So if you're like gung-ho with Facebook, then respond to all of them, even if it's generic. But at least get the ones you know are real. The ones that I put up a post today, and no, yesterday I think it was. And it was like at 4 p.m. or something. The lady was like, "Good morning. Have an awesome morning." What? That was like not real. So I didn't say anything. It's okay. All right, cool. So I think we got everything. Let me see if it was a new comment. Hey, Tina, hope you feel better. Okay, cool. All right, cool. All right, guys. Now, this is what I want you to do. Y'all know it's homework time. Don't be trying to run. Look, I can see how many people ain't. Don't be trying to run before I give y'all. Y'all be thinking y'all slick. Sandra be like, oh, I forgot. Look, this is homework real quick. I just want you to give me the layout. You don't have to do the whole thing. I just want you to give me like the layout. I want you to tell me if this is your audience, over here, okay? This is your audience, right? I want you to tell me, what can you do? What can you offer? What's your thing in the bracket? And we talked about this, and if you catching it late, just catch the replay so you know what I mean by the bracket. Challenge, course, whatever, right? Whatever your thing is in a bracket. When we talked about everything else was cookie cutter, but you put something in a bracket. I want you guys to post in a group between now and Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern, whatever your thing in the bracket is. Okay? You don't have to do the thing right now. I just want you to sit down, think about what it's going to be, and tell everyone in the group what it's going to be. What is that thing, right, that you're going to put here that is taking you to the next step? And yes, the homework after that is going to be for you to do the thing. So don't just choose something because you think it sounds nice, because yes, you're going to be doing that thing. Because there's not a person in here that can't do anything in the brackets that we can even think of. Because we all got the same training. Like, are you serious for real right now? We all got the same training. And I guarantee a lot of the things that I do, I come right outside of that same MLSP training that y'all got. I ain't even gonna lie to you. A lot of it come right out of there. Like, let me just go see what let me go see what Keisha Bass said on the old training. Let me go see what Valerie said on the old training. Let me go see what Lisa Torres said in the old training. I am like dead serious, y'all. Like, I don't even worry about coming up with content B. I could literally go and watch one of their good morning calls. I ain't even gonna get on that though. But the point is, put something in the bracket, right? Maybe it could be a custom lead magnet, if that's what you want. Okay, put something in the bracket as your thing that's taking you to the next step, so that you're not up here like the like the 97%. Okay, by Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. What time? What time is the homework due? Put down in the comments. What time is the homework due? What time is the homework due? What time is the homework due? What time is the homework due, y'all? Put down in the comments. I want to make sure y'all got it. What time is the homework due? Sandra, what time is the homework due? 8 p.m. Eastern. Absolutely, Tina. Absolutely. Absolutely. James, Deborah, Sandra. Don't be trying to make like, you know what I mean, y'all don't know when the homework due. All right? Because the homework need to be done. It's literally one thing. Like, are you serious? Are you serious right now? 8 p.m. That's right. Look, James like, all right, let's take this right to the top. All right. So other than that, guys, y'all already know what we're going to do, because this is about my bedtime anyway. I've been up, you know, watching videos and stuff. It's about my bedtime. But we're going to do it at the end of each day, y'all. We're going to take this ride. All right, y'all. And I'll see y'all when y'all do your homework. And we are out. All right.